Hello everyone, how's it going? Got some minor camera adjustments to make real quick. There we go. How is everyone doing today? I am going to play our little welcome message.
Welcome to StitcherX. I'm Flea, and I'm here to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. The Nerd Nook is an environment safe for everyone. Our only rule is no hate. We know some nerds are chatty and some nerds are lurky, so feel free to enjoy the stream however you like. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything, so drop questions or comments in the chat. If you're enjoying the stream, you'll enjoy our Discord and switching from TikTok to Twitch. Click the link in my bio for all my socials, my website, merch, and that switch to Twitch. Welcome to the Nerd Nook. I'm glad you're here.
Hey Brian, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Alley Cat, I'm glad you're getting some food. Aika, I have the hydration. I'm not doing the timer anymore because I'm just basing it on the lives now because that's when I'm doing my stitching. Katie, I'm glad you finished eating dinner. Magpie, I'm glad you found Klaus. Starshine, you finally caught the new intro. And Aika, I'm sorry your needle just tried to stab you. That's mean. Bad needle. No stabby stabby. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing well. And today wasn't terrible for anyone as a Monday goes. We are working on color 502 right now. Filling in some confetti spaces. We're doing a little bit of confetti type stuff for a while today. We have to fill in this part of Jonah's leg here. Or not Jonah's. Oh boy, Jonah's over there. Sorry, we're filling in this part of whoever this person is, or whatever this person is. Pattern Keeper says 502. Oh, it says 500. Oh, I meant 500, not 502. Hey, Des, how are you doing today? How's it going? Yeah, no, I have 500 out. Thank you for checking, Aika. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to tie this off on the back. Oh, Starshine, I'm sorry you have a migraine. That's no good, friend. Sending you pain-free thoughts. Magpie, no OT today. That's awesome. Okay, we've got a one-off with 3011. Oh yay, fall classes are starting soon. That's right, it's a new semester already for people. Whoops, I did not need to unwind all that. I had a little strand there ready to go. Yay, painting your new office. Is it possible that paint fumes are what gave you the migraine? Not that it matters what gave you the migraine. Okay, so we're gonna do this one little stitch with a hoop start. So we've got our loop start, we've got tiny little thread. And then we'll tie that off. Confetti stitches kind of slow everything down, but they capped voluntary overtime at 20 hours a month, and it doesn't make sense to do a partial week. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to switch to 3752. 3752 has a fair amount of stitches to it. So we are going to start here and then work our way down. Then if we have enough floss, we'll work our way back up. And if we have more floss, we'll work our way back down again. And then maybe get to this chunk down here. So let's see what our floss options are. Put that 311 away where it goes. And we're going to pull out 3752. Honestly, I haven't had a chance to read over that yet. My brain has been kind of fried. Redbeard, you just finished a stocking for your son. It took almost a year. That's cool. Congratulations. I have a stocking kit my mom bought me when I was a kid, and I still haven't made it. Brienne, my day is going well. Just doing the usual. Happy to be here stitching with y'all. I would much rather be here stitching with y'all than working my normal job. But, you know, something's got to pay the bills. Okay, we've got this one stitch here. And then I'm actually going to travel on the back down to this next stitch because I'm trying to keep my back a little bit tighter. I mean, that didn't really need it. It wasn't much. But, I don't know, for some reason it seemed like it was more than it was and that I should be neater. This thread's a little long for my taste. We're gonna move down here, picking off some of these one-offers. Okay, let's mark those 3 off so we don't lose our place. And we'll get these 2 here. And then underneath we have a 1-hop 1. And we've got 1 more underneath in this section. And now we are going to travel over to here. That is a traveling piece because we're crossing over more than 3 or 4 stitches. Then we are going to stitch 2 vertical ones here, but I want to end up back at the top because now I'm going to work my way back up. So I'm doing this half stitches vertically instead of next to each other. And then we're going to move over here and do, now that we're working up, we're going to work a little bit differently than we do when we work down. And we've got 1 stitch here. And another diagonally into the left. We've got 3 in a row, so we're going to do 3 half stitches going up. And then the one thing I do when I'm doing my stitches vertically going up is instead of stitching back down, I come down to the bottom and then stitch up the other half stitches. Like so. It wastes a little bit of thread, but I think it works a little bit better for the flow of things. We got one up here. Okay, so we're gonna mark all of those off now. Do y'all like me narrating like this? Is this working for y'all? We're gonna travel along the back. Stitch these two. We got one yes from Des. So we've got one here. Then we're gonna skip down one. And then our final in this little chain of 3 here. Okay, we'll mark those off as well. And now we have kind of this big chunk here and a good amount of floss. So what I'm gonna do now is stitch these, and then depending on how much floss I have, if I don't have very much floss, I will come get these 3. If I do have a fair amount of floss, I will come do these ones over here instead and work my way back down. So let's see what we can get through. Okay, in relation to other pieces. Okay, Starshine, that's good to know. I'm sorry your head is not being nice to you. So we are going 6 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one here. So I do have this, if you look at these stitches, they are on the grid. And while I do trust my grid lines, and the grid lines do help, I also like to count myself so that I can make sure that not only are my grid lines accurate, but my stitches are accurate as well. Okay, we've got 2 there, and then 2 slightly to the left, offset by 1. Covering up square the water-soluble marker. We've got 1 here. This is a fun little shape. I always like when this shape appears. Come down here diagonally 1. Oh, Aika, I'm sorry your wrist is acting up and you couldn't crochet very much. That's frustrating. That's how I felt when I couldn't stitch because of my thumb. Okay, we've got 3 in a row right here. Going down. We're doing the full English stitches on this one because we are working our way down. We've got 1. Deso, you can still get a water-soluble marker and grid it yourself, and grid as you go, kind of like I have. You just have to count it out. Well, unless you're doing cross country and you've already stitched a ton of cross country. But if you're working kind of like mine is, you can grid the parts you haven't done yet. Okay, now comes decision time. I have a good amount of floss left, and there really is a good amount of 3752 here. And so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stitch these ones over here and not worry about those other ones because there's so many of these stitches here that it doesn't really matter. You've stitched 5,000 stitches cross country. You might still be able to do it, Dezo. It is up to you. I don't know if you think it'd be worth it or not. How big is the piece again? Tilly Bear is good. She's currently at the groomers, so I do not have her, so don't spend your Tilly time points. She is definitely getting her groom on. She needs it. She's looking a little ragamuffin-y. So we've got 3 there. Then we're going to jump 1. And jump back and do the 3. Oh joy! Jumping jacks. Fantastic. And then we're gonna do 1 here. And this one, we're actually gonna English it. So it's about 120,000. I mean, if you can still grid it, I would recommend putting in the effort to grid it and just be careful not to get ink on the stitches you've already done or skip over them. I mean, it's going to be hard to count it all, but I think it might be worth it in the end. You could always try gridding a small section that you're working in and see how it goes. Starshine, yes, you are mean. Yes, you are. I agree with that statement. Trying to keep me fit and shit. Okay, then we've got a 1 hop 1. You've been hoarding your skulls. Well, when I get back from New York, we'll have to figure out some sort of way for y'all to spend your skulls. You guys want another, like, marathon day? I'm gonna make it more expensive, though, now that y'all are telling me how many skulls you have saved up. Because I am also mean. Okay, I'll see if I can find a day to do an 8-hour day. Actually, I'm really impressed and proud of you guys. You guys have watched me for like 600 hours in the past 30 days. So that's a lot. Mightily impressed. I'm only a little bit obsessed with my metrics because I'm a weirdo like that. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to injure myself again before the marathon. Was that before the marathon, or did I do something else before the marathon that, like, led to me not being able to stitch? I think my camera was acting up or something. Okay, we finished 3752. Put that away. Yeah, Dezo, I'm trying to get to a consistent schedule. My goal is to go live from 2 to 6 every day. But I haven't really been making it to 6. I am trying to start at 2 every day, though. Sometimes I start a little bit late because I need a little bit longer break. But basically, I get off my normal job at noon, drive home, spend some time cleaning the house, watch an episode of SVU, and then come on the live after eating my lunch. So I have like a little 2-hour break between my 2 quote-unquote jobs. Well, I'm only working part-time. I have made a deal with my boss / father that it is better to have me scheduled to work part-time and me show up every day than to schedule me working full-time and I call out 3 or 4 days a week because I just can't get out of bed to go work 8 hours. So it's kind of how we're working it out. But I am kind of always on call because it is a family business. So I do always have to like have my phone on me and be ready to answer. So if I ever flip to break without a warning, it's probably because I've gotten a phone call that I have to answer. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm just not mentally stable enough, unfortunately, to hold down a normal full-time job. So that's part of why I'm trying to make StitcherX work. I was bummed that my new needle minders and my new shirts didn't arrive today, but they should be showing up soon. See, we all gotta find what's the right thing that works for us. Okay, our next stitch color is gonna be 318. Let's see. Depending on how much floss we have, I'm gonna start up here and then work my way down, then come back up, across and down. And if we have more floss than that, I will start working down this way. So let's see what we got. Hey, Lost Java Bites, how are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Okay, 318 is this color. And we have a little teeny tiny one. Of course we do. So I'm gonna have to cut off more. Okay, we're gonna do a regular start. I'm not sure what to call those starts, quite honestly, where you pull the thread through the back of your already stitched threads. My brain is blanking on it. And we've got one here. Ooh, your latest tapestry market stuff arrived today. That's awesome. Oh, yay, kindergarten. That's so exciting. And then we've got another one just below it. So we've got the two vertically. And then we're going to come over here to this one a few stitches to the right, and stitch one, and then down one diagonally to the right, we stitch another one. I think that's it for this floss, so we'll mark those off and then tie off. Oh, thank you, Aika. I need to set that to automatically switch. Okay, now we're gonna do 318, and it's already cut. I just gotta pull it off and separate the strands. Oh, Magpie, that's adorable. I'm glad your niece learned to ride their bike without training wheels. That's such a fun big moment. That's very precious. Okay. Now we're gonna come back over here and start our new thread with a loop start, which is like the greatest invention to cross stitching of all time. Aw, second to seeing her first step. That's adorable. And we've got two right next to each other. One, two. We've got one diagonally down to the left. We've got three diagonally down, one to the left. Cottontails crochet, yeah, this is gonna be a pricey piece in thread. It's gonna use like 700 plus skeins. Okay, then we're gonna do kind of a zigzagging pattern of ones. We've got 4 of them in this zigzag pattern. Oh, I do have a spiel for that. Thank you, Aika.
I'm stitching a 1/12 scale Sistine Chapel ceiling by Michelangelo. It will be 1.9 million stitches and will measure 48 inches by 110 inches when it's finished. It has 288 DMC colors and will use 750 skeins. Right now I'm working on part 1 of 5. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in chat.
Thank you, Aika. I'm not used to having the spiel. The spiel is new. It actually calls for purchasing like 950 threads. My biggest piece I've done before this was a true to size Starry Night from Van Gogh. I have no idea what I'd do without my mods. Aika, y'all save me all the time. Oh, thank you, Cottontails. I appreciate hearing that. I try to keep it as consistent as possible. Oh, thank you for the hydration break. I don't have my big red cups today. I'm probably gonna go get it later, depending on how long this soda lasts me. Okay. Where did I put my needle? And where did I leave off? Did that up, came down here. Okay, let's go ahead and mark these off so I don't lose my place again. And then we're gonna work our way down as much as possible. And now we're helping out Future Flea. Okay, we've got 2 here. And then 1 over here to the right between these 2. And then we've got the little zigzag pattern again of 3. And then before we start the next little section, I'm going to mark these off. I think I probably have enough for 3 more stitches, but it would be lovely if I could get 4. Yeah, we can change the music up. Let me pull that up. Let's see. See if this works for you, Starshine. Okay, let's mark these off. If we're lucky, we'll get 4 out of what we have here, but I don't want to get my hopes up. Oh, maybe we are gonna get 4. See, I didn't jinx myself by getting my hopes up. Okay, we'll mark those off. Now we're gonna come back up to the top and see. Looks like our next color only has 2 stitches. So we'll work that out real quick. And we got some little bit of confetti. Okay, I'm glad that's better, Starshine. 3364. We gotta put 318 away. Okay, we want 3364. We only need 1 strand of this. You know, Dezo, you could get one of those headsets that has a light on it, and those really help, in my opinion. I think there's a link to one in my Amazon storefront. Which is in my link tree, my link in bio. It's not link tree anymore. Okay, we'll mark these two off. Knock this out. Flip back over. Our next color is going to be you. We've got a single with a little bit of traveling, so we'll see what the floss gods say we have on the bobbin. And it's a new strand, so we are going to travel a wee bit. Hey Erica, welcome in. Enjoy your lurk. Okay, so we've got one here. Oh, I'm trying to bring those progress numbers down, Ika. Hoping that we'll be well under 50,000 by the time I make it to TwitchCon. At least for the 10-year one. And our benchmarks should be relatively... it should be the same as yesterday for a little while. Not hitting the 591 every day is really starting to bite me in the butt. I need to start stitching off the live again. I feel bad every time I stitch off the live. Like, if I'm stitching, you guys might as well be watching. We're gonna move down here. Yeah, we're making some good time today. My thumb is doing much, much better. I haven't even thought about since we've been stitching. Des, you're right. Sometimes stitching by myself is peaceful. Okay. Got that part done. And we tie it off in the back by running behind. Trim it off. Okay, put 890 away. And then we've got 924 next. And for 924, I'm going to start here, then move up to this one, and then work my way down to the rest of them. And if we have enough, we will keep going all the way down to those. But let's see what we have. It will help me feel less guilty, but I think right now I am adjusting to some changes, so I'm trying not to put too much pressure on myself and just enjoy the process. So we've got this one over here. I love the color changes in this piece. They're so subtle. Okay, and now we're gonna travel all the way up to here. And I especially want to get a bunch of stitching done this week off the live because we're going to New York. So I will not be live. My last live will be Thursday this week, and then I will be back on Tuesday. But I think I'm going to take a travel piece with me, so if Annette ends up having to work, I might hop on my laptop and do travel live. But we got to see. I do have to get that travel piece together at some point. We got 2 here. Jump diagonally, hopping over one down to here, and put another one here. And we're going to travel about 3 stitches, but it will get covered later, so we'll stitch that one down here. And mark those off so we don't lose our spot. Oh, we've already crossed over 100 and we still have 10 minutes to go in the hour. Well, technically 13 because of ads, so I think we're doing pretty well, y'all. I think I'm getting more and more used to the multitasking of being live and stitching. And also, this is my slower hand. Okay, now we've got a good amount of traveling to do, so we are going to travel. We're going to travel all the way down to here. Oh, thank you, Erica. I appreciate that. Erica, thank you for the hydration break. Let me get these stitches started, and then I will take that. We are a little bit lower than I like to be when we're live, so hopefully y'all can still see what I'm working on. We've only got 5 down here, so should just stay on camera. Okay, we've got the one there, then diagonally to the left one. And then one down and to the left. I should say hop one and to the left. And then hop right 2. And then we're gonna come travel and get this little bottom one down here. And then I'm actually gonna tie off and put the rest back on the bobbin. There's actually only 400, well, let's see. There's only 412 left of this color in part 1, which is amazing. I can't wait until we can start crossing off colors. It's gonna be awesome. Hopefully that can be a goal for next year, for 2025, is to start crossing off some colors. Okay. Next we have 598. And there's a good little chunk of 598 here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start at the top like we usually do, work our way down. Then when we get down to this one, we're gonna jump to that one and then jump down and then work on the ones down here that are lower, filling in as much as we can until we run out of floss. So that is 598. Tell Sasscast I said hello. And of course, we don't have enough floss, so we'll have to trim some more. Probably just have enough for this one room. Yeah, those ones where they're like, it's only 14 stitches, but it's 14 important stitches, and they're only in one specific area are frustrating. But especially as a cross-country stitcher. Because, like, you just want to get them done. Enjoy your pot stickers and spring rolls for dinner, Erica. That sounds excellent. Okay, we actually got more of this done than I expected. We just have this one last stitch to finish. Accidentally split it. There we go. Perfect. We can mark off those few stitches. Okay, we're gonna do more of 598. I shouldn't have put my snips down. Need to order some more snips. We're gonna separate one strand of the 598. And then, oops, wrap the remaining 5 strands all the way around. The most is the white, but there's white inside the pattern, not just the outside. Yeah, that makes sense. our floss in half to do our loop start. We might hit 5.5% completion today. Maybe. We gotta see. It takes so long to do a percent when it's 1.9 million stitches. Wow, I just started stitching in the wrong area. I'm glad I caught that. So we're gonna frog these stitches. That's the way wrong area, Felicia. Sometimes the problem with a loop start is that it's too secure. Okay, come on out, floss. There we go. Okay, this is where I am supposed to be. There we go. Much better. And then we only have 4 more colors until we finish the square. Finish these 3 going down, and then we're gonna mark that off on Pattern Keeper. And then we're gonna move down a little bit. We're gonna come over to the right a few. Hop down 1. We're gonna go over to the right one. Hop again 1 over to the right. And we've got the 3 in that row filled in. And then we gotta come back over 3 and do a 1 hop 1. Down right here. A little bit over to the left. We got another 1 off. And then our last little one in this section is going to be way further down, but it's going to get stitched over, so we don't mind running it. And then we're gonna mark all of those off now that we've finished that. And now we're gonna run through the back around to the left, or sorry, to the right, over to here. We do have an ad starting soon, friends, FYI. And I will be taking a break at that time, doing that break thing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. Put that one over here. And then we are going to travel down to here. Cool. There's nothing to run under. Then we're going to go diagonally down one from that square. Catch you later, Dezo. Have fun at the casino. And then we're going to go up one, diagonally. And then diagonally from that empty space, we're going to come down one. Over one to the left. Down one and over. Oh, we're getting a little low. Okay, break time. Let me mark these off real quick. Okay. And welcome back, y'all.
Welcome to StitcherX. I'm Flea, and I'm here to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. The Nerd Nook is an environment safe for everyone. Our only rule is no hate. We know some nerds are chatty and some nerds are lurky, so feel free to enjoy the stream however you like. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything, so drop questions or comments in the chat. If you're enjoying the stream, you'll enjoy our Discord and switching from TikTok to Twitch. Click the link in my bio for all my socials, my website, merch, and that switch to Twitch. Welcome to the Nerd Nook. I'm glad you're here.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. Hope everyone had a good little break. Starshine, that's really frustrating. I find that game to be very frustrating sometimes, so I just stopped playing it because it's not supposed to be a frustrating game. Okay, we're going to do these 2 stitches here, and then I'm going to tie off because my thread is starting to fray, and I'm almost out of camera. Oh, Erica, I'm glad you like the recording. Thank you. It keeps me from messing up the spiel every time, which is a talent of mine. I'm probably gonna rewrite it and re-record it at some point, because there are some parts of it that I do not like. But it's good to start with. Okay, our next color is 320 and it's a one-off, so we're gonna put 598 away. And then we're gonna pull out 320, which is this nice green color. We only need 1. That one goes right in here. There's only 4 stitches left in this square, and they're all different colors. I think only 2 of them are one-offs, though. That might be only this one that's a one-off. No one heard that, right? Okay, now we've got 3750. We're gonna start here, then come up to this one and get these ones over here, then come back down, get these, and then if we have enough floss, get those down there. Nothing. If no one heard it, it didn't count.
I'm sure.
And we are not gonna have enough floss out of this one. I'm gonna have to start a new strand. Stitch this one right in here. I don't think we're actually going to have enough of this to travel. Maybe we do. We can knock out a couple of little stitches. See if we can travel and still get 2 out of this one. We need to travel to over here, so let's see what we can do. Okay, so we've got 1 here, and then we're gonna try to go up and get, ooh, I think we might only get this one, which is fine. It does actually help us a little bit. So we Got that one there. Go ahead and tie it off. Cut off more of 3750. This looks like this is a new bobbin.
I'm sure.
Grab that back up, and I keep bumping into my thumb wound. Which makes it fun. I am ready for this wound to be fully healed. It's close, but not quite there, and just annoying enough to be irksome. Okay. This one here. And we're going to travel up here to this one. There's another one off. Then we're going to do a one hop one. Down and get these three down here. We'll do two on the top and one on the bottom right. Oh wow, I feel like this color is showing up great on the new camera. Those clean, crisp X's. And then one down here and to the right. We're going to mark all of these off. And then we've got three more down here at the bottom. And then I will tie off. So we're going to run a little ways through the back. Stitch this one right here. And just to check, we're three away. Perfect. What's one thing you regret regarding cross stitch? That is a good question, Aika. I regret making a cross stitch for my mother that she didn't care about, and now there is a piece I poured a bunch of time and energy into that is missing, which makes me sad. I keep hoping that I will find it somewhere and going through all of her stuff, because it's my second cross stitch piece and my first full coverage, and it is missing. I also regret the Hamilton sampler I made because I don't think it turned out very well. Very good? I don't know. What about y'all? We're gonna finish off these two. And Fly off. Your regret is not starting sooner. See, I can't really say that because I started when I was 10, so I have been stitching for many, many years. As we discovered yesterday, I have floss that's older than some people that watch this live. Okay, next up we have 3815. We're gonna start down here with this one, travel up and over to these, and then down and around this little bend here, and if we have enough floss, we'll come get these ones down here. So let's see what we got. Oh, it's a little tiny one. That might be just enough to finish the 5 stitches that we need to complete this area. So we've got the one over here. Travel over to this one. Oop. At least I caught myself that time before I got too far into it. Hey Dennis, how are you doing today? I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Okay, so now we've got these ones here. Oh, I think we can get all 5 in. Oh, that's gonna be lovely. We've got, this is number 2 that we're finishing. And then number 3 is here. That's so gratifying filling in all these little white spaces. And then 4 is right here. And number 5, I don't think I'm gonna have enough to run and get to the other 2. I am not. Okay, so we're gonna fill. So we did get all of the 5 in these, in our working area done, which is lovely. And then we're just gonna tie that off. Our next color is going to be 503. Ooh, interesting. Okay. 503 is very confetti-like in this area. Yikes. Oof, how do I want to handle that? Okay, let's see how much 503 we have while I think about how I want to tackle 503. It's like we're gonna have a whole strand. Technically, all of those are within fair travel distance for me. I think we're about to do a bunch of tying and untying. Because I think what I'm gonna do is stitch these 3 because they're right next to each other, tie off, stitch those 2 because they're fairly close, then come over here and stitch these 2, and then start in on these over here. I think that is the plan of action that will also assist future Felicia. Because our goal is to fill in the top 2 rows. And then from there, use as much thread as possible in an efficient manner, if that makes sense. I just said manner in a very odd way. Okay, so we've got this one stitch here. And then we finish that square, which is lovely. And, oh, I should have traveled that, but I didn't. There's going to be some stitching over it, so it's not the end of the world. And then we've got these 2 wee ones down here on their lonesome. So we're going to mark those off. Oop, I did not get to that one yet. Come on, unmark. There we go. Hey, Aika, ADHD is totally a thing when it comes to having multiple videos playing. I completely understand. Okay, now we're gonna get this one up here, which is actually good because it's the first color in our new square. So it would actually be our next stitch anyway. And then we're gonna travel down to this one. Like, I don't care how many videos you have playing as long as I'm your favorite. Wink. Okay, then we'll mark these 2 off. And we're gonna keep moving along to the right. Thank you for assuading my very sensitive ego, Aika. Okay, now we're gonna come over here. Let's see. We're gonna shift camera that way a little bit. Like, I'm sure you tell all of the streamers that they are your favorite. Lost Java Bites, my thumb is doing okay. It's a little tender. I think I might aim for only a 3-hour live today. I am working on building my way up to 4-hour lives at some point. You don't spread my love like jam. That's pretty funny, Aika. I might have to use that. Although I do kind of spread my love like jam. I love everyone. The wifey thinks I have a superpower that just makes everyone naturally like me. People tend to not hate me unless they've dated me. And yet somehow my wife chose to marry me. Joke's on her. Starshine, I like that too. Love is not pie, it's more like pie. Every section is different, but never ending. Did we ever hear from Zach today? I'm gonna have to check on that guy. He can't throw off my morning routine like that. Hold on, I gotta text the wifey. Okay. We're trying to organize the Tilly Bears pickup from the groomers. Very important parenting things. Okay, we've got one here, and then one more diagonally to the left, and I am going to tie this off and put it back on the bobbin. We did get a good amount of this color done though, which is quite lovely. We're only 75 stitches away from our goal, and we have about 30 minutes left, so that's not terrible at all. Okay, now we are in a new square. 503 away. And let's discuss our new square for a moment. So the first color up is going to be 160, which was, you know, it looks like a pretty straightforward one downward shot. And then next we have 3810, which only has 3 in our primary area. And we've got the one off of 3848. Come on. A little bit of 3768, and then that will finish off that square, and we will cover the next square when we get to it. Okay, so we need 160. And 160 is going to be a fresh strand, or a fresh length. And then we pull our one strand off from the cut length. Let that chill out for a moment. Move the camera slightly back this way. travel a little bit to this plan over here. A little island in and of itself. Oh, good. We did hear from Zach. Zach finally posted it. Someone reach out to Zach and be like, we haven't heard from you. As if so, I love y'all. You're so sweet and compassionate and looking out for one another. Our group is a fun little community, and if you haven't already, you should definitely join our Discord server. It is a fun, lovely place where we all look out for each other and take care of each other. Yes, Erica, taking a bite of steaming hot food usually does not go well. Okay, we're gonna travel one more time for this color. For right now, at least. One here. And then we've got 3 vertical, but in the middle is a 1 with a 2-hop 1. So we're gonna do the first vertical 1. Then we'll do the second vertical 1, and that's the one that has the 1 hop, the 1 with the 2 hops, and then the 1. Oh, good. Dad jokes is saved. Wonderful. And then our last vertical 1 here. And we have 2 verticals, but one is actually a backwards 1-hop 1. So we're going to do the 2 vertical. We're going to go over to the left one in the same row. Stitch that. And we've got another 1-hop 1 in this square. Nice 7-7. What's that, Erica? Oh, yes. The stitch count is good. Yeah, we're making good time. Okay, so now we're gonna mark off all of these ones that are in this square, not you. Brings us to 187. And now we get a little weird. Okay, so we've got 2 across. Down. And we're going to go to this one that's a little further away, but it's because we have to travel back. Down to this one over here, which is closer to where the stitch before was. And then we're gonna cross over here. We're just zigzagging all over the place with this one because we got another zag. got these two here. And we're zagging back to over here. Ziggity ziggity zag. This will be our last stitch with this thread. Okie dokie, and now we're going to come back up to where we're supposed to be working. And we've got 3 of 810, so we got to put 160 away. And then we're going to pull out 3810. And unravel, and we're only going to take one of these. We only need the one. Excuse me. Got this one here. Through the loop. Back through the loophole. And that one. And this one down here. And then we're gonna travel all the way down to here. Stitch this one right here, and then we're gonna tie off and nah, we're not gonna save what's left of that floss. That is not enough. That can go in the orts container. We gotta have some orts, right? Okay, 3848 is next, and it's a one-off. Stitch through here, pull through back. Just doing our one little stitch, so we got to make sure it's nice and secure. That feels very secure. And we tie it off. 3848 gets put away. Mark it off. I'm not gonna do the E1 next. I'm actually gonna do 3809 next because it's got a one-off, and that way we can just get the one-off done and then go back and do the other one, the last color in our area. I try to usually leave the color with the most stitches in a square for last, so that I can stitch over everything. And it looks like we're gonna get to do some fun colors in the next square. And then we're back to more light colors. We just have this one off here. Mix it with a loop. And then we're going to tie that off. Okay, now we will do the E. Which has quite a few little stitches, 3, 7, 6, 8. Which we are running low on, and it's kind of a mess. God, who organized these? Sometimes I'm the worst at organization. Whoops, almost in the wrong spot. And it would have been the correct stitch, but not where I was intending to start. So we're gonna do a bunch of these English style because it ends up closer to where I want to be for our travel. Got those put in. Now we're gonna travel down to this one here. It's actually, I'm sorry it's hot out for you, but it's actually lovely here where I live. It's only supposed to be 88 degrees today, which is fantastic. It's not like 100 degrees, which is lovely. Okay, we've got 2 vertical and then 2 horizontal. Oof, 34. Yeah, that's rough. The 90s is somewhat bearable for here, but I do not enjoy the 90s. At least not as a temperature. As an era, it wasn't terrible. Okay. Got those done. And then I'm gonna come down here. Not quite worth traveling. At least not under. I mean, it's worth the travel. It's not worth the stitching under. I knew that happened. Felt my needle slip. Okay. Where were we? Just that one. Got it. Okay, let's see if we can get these two here done. Then we can switch colors and start a new square. We've actually gotten, what, I think we just completed our third square today? I've actually been pretty bad about taking photos recently. Need to get back into that habit. Snap that off. 3768 away. Over here. Okay, for this next square, I think we've got 2 confettis to start. So we've got 413 as a confetti, 502 as a confetti, 939 isn't as terrible. Then we'll get to 932, which gives us more stitching. 161 is a confetti. And 29 is a confetti. So I'm probably going to do the 4 confetti stitches here, then do the 939 and the 932, and then we'll discuss what the rest of the colors are and how we're going to do those, because those... I think there's one more confetti. I think there's 2 of 30, 2 of 930, 2 of 159, a good chunk of 415, and an even bigger chunk of 168. So we will see what we can get done. Let's go with 413. The confetti is going to kill our time for a little bit, but we'll make it up. I actually think I'm gonna tie off 413 and get 3 more stitches out of it over on the other side. That way we don't have to come back to 413 tomorrow or later this evening, but most likely tomorrow, à demain. Starshine, I'm sorry you're currently in a wildfire area. Those suck. But I'm glad to hear that you're safe. here. And then we're gonna travel down and get this one more down here. Okay. Well, I'm glad the firefighters are keeping it contained and no one's in immediate danger. That is a nice plus. But the smoke is also probably contributing to your migraine. Thank you for the hydration break, Aika. I appreciate it. I was just thinking I was getting thirsty. 413. Yeah, I'll take a stretch too. Thank you, Erica. Oh, thank you for hydrating us. Keeping us hydrated. Okay, now we're gonna do 502. Okay. There. Travel down to this one. And then this one down here. Are there any more? Let's look. Not within close proximity. Okay, got those two done. Or those three done, I should say, right? Yeah. And then we're gonna go get two more. We're gonna tie this off. And then tie back on for two more. They're over in the area we're gonna get to soon, so I'd like to knock them out while I can. While I have this floss in hand. Slide the camera over as far as it can go with my phone sitting in the way. It's holding the stream deck. Here. There's actually a little bit more in this area that we're going to go ahead and take care of. Now a little bit is hidden behind Pattern Keeper. You'll have to bear with me for a moment. Can't move my camera anymore. So we're working in this area right here for a minute. Okay, and now we're gonna come down here and knock out a little bit, and you should be able to see that. That was not what I wanted to do. Ow. Fuck. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Just stabbed myself with my needle, and there's a little bit of blood. It's not too much blood, just a little. And technically I didn't stab myself with my needle. I rammed my finger into my needle. My needle was stationary. My finger was not. Those done. Okay, snip that off. We've marked off the ones we've done. We're gonna come back over here. And we're gonna get that one off of 161. Oh, perfect. And I have a perfect little one-off amount. Brilliant. I do like it when I have a one-off and have the perfect one-off amount of thread. Does make it nice. Help it feel like I know what I'm doing. Like I planned it. Okay. One there. We've got one more little one-off, and we can do a couple of fun stitches. Or a couple of stitches in the same area. We have an ad starting soon, y'all, FYI. Probably just enough time for me to do my one-off stitch. It's 29. Which we also have a perfect one-off for. Lovely, lovely. Aika, that depends. No one claimed to have heard the first ouch. So if y'all didn't hear it, it didn't happen. See, when I make the rules, I can say things like, if y'all didn't hear it, it didn't happen. This is why I'm not allowed to make the rules in our household. Because I make rules with loopholes. Okay, next we have 939. No, know, but y'all didn't. No one heard the first ouch. I asked if anyone heard the first ouch, and y'all said no. Okay, ads have started. And welcome back.
Welcome to StitcherX. I'm Flea, and I'm here to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. The Nerd Nook is an environment safe for everyone. Our only rule is no hate. We know some nerds are chatty and some nerds are lurky, so feel free to enjoy the stream however you like. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything, so drop questions or comments in the chat. If you're enjoying the stream, you'll enjoy our Discord and switching from TikTok to Twitch. Click the link in my bio for all my socials, my website, merch, and that switch to Twitch. Welcome to the Nerd Nook. I'm glad you're here.
Okay, y'all. I'm back. You're back. I think we can agree that 1.5 ouches is a bad idea, so we will go with we're 2 ouches deep. And for those that don't know, we have a standing rule around here that if I say ouch 3 times, I end the live, because injuring yourself is bad, and I am prone to it. Come on. The goal today is to try to get at least 35 more stitches in before I have to ouch out. But ideally, we can go strong for another hour. Thanks, Starshine. You're pretty awesome too, friend. we fell a little behind that hour. We're came 12 stitches shy away from our goal, which really, considering the amount of confetti we've had, is not the worst thing ever. I did run out of beverage on this break, and I did not have time to go get more beverage. So my guess is we're probably going to go for another 20 or 30 minutes. And then I am going to tap out, and then I will probably come back and stitch later tonight. And I may or may not do it live. Well, Starshine, that is a question that only you can answer. If, you know, can you handle another migraine tomorrow? If that is what is giving you the migraines? Would it be easier if you know it's coming? Okay, we got these two done here. And then we are gonna move. There's 3 more down here that we should get while we're here to help future us. If I go live again tonight, hopefully I will have my new needle minders and my new t-shirt. And if you think you can handle another migraine tomorrow, I say get your paint on, friend. Okay. Got those 3 done. And I'm gonna do the last little confetti piece, and the rest of them are, well, there's 1, no, there's 2 more confetti pieces. I'm gonna get all of them out of the way. You deal with the confetti first, the rest of it is easy. At least in my opinion. And that should just be enough to do 3 stitches. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I like it when it works out the way I want it to. It doesn't always happen, but when it does, it is lovely. Can't wait until my thumb is fully healed and I can do all of my stitching moves that I like. My little wrist flips and etc. Yep, that's, yep, that wasn't an ouch. I totally didn't just push my needle through backwards. Hey, Chanie Marie, how are you doing today? Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. check my email. Sorry, wifey is wondering when the doggy pickup is supposed to be, and we haven't heard anything yet. Okay. Meatloaf and cleaning. Very 1950s housewife. Although I do love meatloaf. I haven't had meatloaf in a long time. I like to play the 1950s housewife to my wife. Today may be a martini evening. Martinis on a Monday sounds about right, right? I am doing well. Thank you for asking, Channy Marie. Okay, we're gonna get these 3 knocked here. These 3 are done. And I'm gonna do 2 more. And we should be out of the confetti for this area. Okay, our little last piece of confetti stitches. Maybe 159. So we actually have a good sized strand of. And it's only confetti in one part. Oh, it's directly under the minder. Did I miss a top leg? No, I don't think so. I'm not seeing a half stitch. Directly under the minder. Oh, you mean like right here? No, that's stitched over. It just looks weird. It's just a funky stitch. Not all my stitches can be perfect and elegant. There's be 1.9 million of them. Some of them are going to look weird. Yeah, the tension of the thread's a bit tight on that one. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna do quite a bit of traveling on this side. It is within our 20 stitch rule though. Ow. Oh, man, I did not mean to say that. Okay, so I guess I just third ouchied myself, didn't I? I feel like that one shouldn't count because I accidentally scratched my face. That wasn't a hand injury. That was a face ouchie. That one doesn't go there. Okay, okay. We're gonna come a little short of my goal. Can I at least hit like 270? Let me at least get to 270 and then we can ouchie out. That did hurt though. Yeah, see, I need 270. Ah, that one isn't supposed to go there. I need 19 more stitches. Ah. Let me tell you, accidentally scratching a cold sore that you didn't mean to scratch feels deeply unpleasant. Hmm. So y'all know how the wifey was out of town for a while and I was living as a bachelor for like 3 nights? So in those 3 nights, I decided to do a very expensive order from 7-Eleven for beer and junk food. And in doing so, got myself a whole bunch of low sodium sunflower seeds and pistachios, and then proceeded to eat them all. And it had been such a long time since I've done that I did so much damage to my mouth and like burnt and cut open so much of my gums in my mouth that my mouth was sore for like 3 days. And it triggered a cold sore outbreak, which is great. So my wife is pretty much never leaving me alone again. And actually gave me the like lecture of, can you at least pretend to care about yourself when I'm gone? So now I feel extra guilty and have to take better care of myself. Because we don't want the wifey being mad at us. But yes, I am the dumbass that gave myself a cold sore by eating too many sunflower seeds. It's a special level of stupid. And now I've just accidentally scratched said cold sore and made it bleed, and now my mouth hurts. Magpie, I do kind of need constant supervision. Yeah. Because otherwise I'm gonna do some dumb. And then people are gonna get mad at me, because I'm pretty good at doing some dumb. Yeah, that was definitely a winner adult moment. Especially because now I have a cold sore and we're going to New York soon, and my wife is particularly susceptible to the virus that gives you cold sores, so I may have ruined our anniversary vacation. Doing great. I realize I haven't told you guys all that yet. Overshare from Flea time. My wife is definitely less than thrilled with me. Yes, Ika. We call them cold sores in the US to put less shame on them, but yes, it is herpes type 2. I've had it since I was 10 years old. Not sure who I got it from, but yeah. Yeah, it is definitely herpes. In the United States, we try to be a little bit nicer about calling them cold sores because, you know, STI shame. But what you gonna do? Oh, god damn it. Okay, we are gonna raid out because I forgot to refill 932 and I don't want to get up just yet. So we are stopping 5 short and I will come back and stitch later. Who are we gonna raid? Oh yeah, let's go raid Sasscast. Let's pop in on Sass. Mine is not inside the mouth. Mine is outside the mouth, and it was a cut on my lip from the sunflower seeds that caused it to manifest. Okay, y'all, I appreciate you, and now that I have just dumped a whole bunch of info on you you may not have wanted to know about me, I'm gonna run away now. We have a gel like that in the US, Ica, and it does help, but I just forgot that I had it and scratched my lip, and that was the third ouch. And now I am ready to go take a break. So let's raid out to Sasscast. I appreciate y'all for your attention and time. Y'all are amazing and awesome. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will catch you all soon.